す時伝説が空を舞う禁断のデュエルの時タナトスが呼んでる
Hey, what's up there YouTubers? Black Zanny here and welcome back to another Random Builds Reviews. For this video, we are going to be taking care of the rest of the parts to the Moderoid God Gravion set. So as you can see here, we've got the main 5 components already built up, such as the G Shadow, G Driller, G Striker, and G Attacker, along with Gran Kaiser. And of course, in this container contains some of Gran Kaiser's extra parts, like his hand and that little crest for his forehead, mostly used in combination mode. So, that being said, let's move these vehicles out of the way. Just like so. And get Gran Kaiser while we're at it. And form up the rest of these parts as per the instructions say. Okay, so to start this off, I'm on the wrong side of this. Okay, G Striker and G Attacker, we already did those. Yeah, here we are. Okay, I'm gonna do the upper non-transforming torso, which means I'm also going to need my nippers for this. And this is almost like building the Gran Kaiser at this point, only with a few slight differences. Okay, so I want the remaining parts out of tray A. And there's going to be a few undergates. Let's see, 4 on one side, 5 on the other. Okay, I see where part 4 is going. Already clipped that. Give me, yeah, that side. One on the right. One on the left. Just put those right over there. Tray A is no more. C5 and D6. Okay, get the 2 C trays out. And I'm looking for part 5. Okay, I see part 5. Just pop that right out. Okay. And of course, a D6. A CR6. It goes right out. Okay, before I start putting this all together, it's always those annoying undergates. There goes one side, here goes the other. This part, sort of a domish slope that goes upwards. Make sure it matches the diagram. Let's see. Curvish bump inwards, I believe. Yep, there we go. And now to sandwich it all up. This looks sort of similar to the Gran Kaiser's abs. Gotta be careful so it doesn't break. There we go. This technique I'm using is somewhat different but helpful in a way. You also want to be careful so you don't go breaking your parts. Okay. Next up is GB 16 and 23 with 2 D7s. Okay. I'll get this D7 out first. With the remaining part, I'm not sure if we're going to be using that. Get the second one out here. Okay. With a few things out of the way, get the GB tray. Okay. I see 16. Part of our non-transforming torso. And the chest plate, number 23 here. Jeez. Flipping these trays ever so much, it's making me confused. Okay. There's that. And I see there are 2 more parts in this tray here. They look like pieces for the ultimate Gravion. So that being said, I'm going to clip these out. Careful. There we go. There's one. And get the other. Okay. Tray GB is through, and I think I'm going to cut the undergates off this part and probably save them for a future build. Okay, are there any undergates on this? Yes? No? Perfect. With that, I'm just going to take a jar here and, like I said, save them for a future build, and so we don't lose them. Okay, getting back to the task at hand. Torso goes in first. And sometimes you gotta wiggle it right in. Put in the D7s. Some sockets for ball joints, I think. And then sandwich that right up. Probably should have snipped some of the plastic first. No. Come on. I wonder if I left this alone for too long. Oh well. That'll have to do. Okay. Next up, we get to do twice. A pair of C9 parts. There goes one. Now to get the other. Okay. And GD8. GD. Alright. I see a GD8 here. Got one out, and wait just a minute. Okay, looks like GD8 is a white part, and it looks similar to a D13 black part. Huh. I guess we're meant to use the white ones for this model. Much as I want to complain about it, I'd rather get this done. Okay. Alright, line the parts up like so. Slipping through my fingers. Okay. Line them up and bring them down just to lock in. One goes in. Not too bad. Second verse, same as the first. Line that up and twist to lock into place. In that goes. Two GD1s and two GD2s for our shoulder guards. Get the one set out first. And oh, I see more undergates. How lovely. Yeah. I'm just sticking the tray over there for right now because there's a part for later, if I read the instructions right. Okay. Peg into an unusual hole over here. And just sandwich that together. Now this is what I mean by non-transforming parts. Because this has the arm already folded in. I believe that acts like a cover of sorts. Oh, excuse me. Okay, now to get the other side. two covers on. There we go. And there we have is the other shoulder guard, and our non-transforming torso is done. Well, maybe for a slight transformation in the shoulder parts, the hinges, if you will. And I'll get to that later. Get that out of the way. Get to the other extra parts. And for starts, yee! I get to make a Graviton sword. So parts GA 4, 1, and 5 come out. Oh, I'm sorry. I may have miscounted. Okay, so part 1 was already clipped out. It's 3, 4, and 5 that gets to come out. Yeah! I was looking at a different tray number. So, oopsies! It goes for that tray. No undergates on this, so that's clean. There are some undergates on this one. Nice and smooth. All right. Attach the pommel to the hilt. Tray GN, parts 1 and 2. One goes into the hilt first, if I can just get to it. Okay. And that goes in here. And this is almost similar to the crest on the G Shadow. Nice little design, I might add. Okay. GN is through, and this little part here goes into the other side. And just sandwich that together to make a complete handle. There's a blade on GC, part number 17. There goes another one. And look at that. That is a beauty of a sword right there. I might touch it up with a little paint just to get rid of the nub marks. But that is one nice looking sword. All right. Okay, I'm going to bring our GD parts back in just to get the remaining parts, and these look like rifles as such. There goes 1, 2, 3. Got one part. And one tray gone. One, 2, 3. 2 trays gone. And you're starting to blend in with the instructions. I need to send them off to the side. Next up. Oh, okay, I'm not done with that part yet. 2 GG6s and 2 GE3s. Okay. Got a G and an E with a part 3. There goes 1. Oh, this is just piling up. Here comes 2. There's that. And GG6. These parts have undergates on them. That was 1. And my tray sorter is getting cleaned out. Once. Twice. 3 times. And undergates to get rid of. Alright, now to put these barrels together. GE3 goes into GG6. Ooh, that doesn't feel right. A little worry about. Okay. Now that it gets all sandwiched with GD5, okay. So we got one end of the barrel. Second verse, same as the first. Of course we're building two here. Barrel goes in first. And top side, it goes in second. I'm loving how these are turning out. All right, now for the GHs. Just a simple of clipping them out, dealing with the undergates. Parts 1 and 2 on each tray. There's one GH done. Now look for those pesky undergates. Now to get these two together, line them up. On the side, get the other. There goes another. There we go. There we go. Right. Now go back to the double G's for parts 4 and 5. And that's one of the GGs. Annoying undergates. Gotta love those undergates. Not. Now I'll take one of these handles. And just slap one on. Get the other side. Okay. Now to cover that up, and give it a barrel. And wait a minute. Do I have this upside down? I shouldn't. Oh, now I see. Okay. And there's one of the graviton blasters. Although, well, I'm looking at this. Let me see here. Does this get... Yep, it gets a sticker. I knew there was a reason for this sheet. As it so happens, there's 2 number 11s on this. You can't really see it. Get off. All right. Yeah. Oop. It's not. All right. Now that rifle looks completed. Okay, so let's finish up the other one. Get the 2 GGs. 4 and 5. That's it for the tray. And I think I have them piling up off camera. I should really sort them when this is done. Get the back of the rifle on. Oh dear. Okay. And get off. I can see it's not going together, so I may have overstepped something. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's always that little thing that gets in between. It doesn't want to let things be completed. There we go. That's better. That is better. Put in the stock. I said put in the stock. There we go. And to give it the sticker, there. And the sheet is no more. So we get this on. Careful, careful. There we go. Right. Got our two rifles, the weapons or accessories. Won't need the tweezers anymore. Now, lastly, are 3 sets of hands. That's right, you heard me. 3 sets of hands. So the first set I'm going to do are these opened ones. It looks like they hold the rifles here. One for left, one for right. So GJ2 and GJ4 on one side. Okay, that's the one side. It looks like 1 and 3 go for the other. Okay, the tray's cleared out. And these are just easy builds. Put these hands together. There goes one. They look like a little grabby. Okay, there goes the other. Just set those up next to the torso. Let me see. A few opened hands and a few fists. So I'll put the fist ones in the back. V4. V1 up front. That's for the opened one. Let's see. V3 in the back. Okay. Good, good, good. I'm not making any mix-ups. And 2 goes up front. Okay. So V is emptied. Bring in B tray. There are a lot of hand parts here. So hope I don't get confused. So the open ones, number 7. We'll go with a V1 up front. And let's see, this one's the V8. V8? Oh, sounds like the vegetable drink. Oh, I apologize. B8. Why did I say V when it's a B? Don't hate me for making a mix-up. Okay, B2 and B6. Lots of ball joints here. I'm guessing these are alternative hands when in Gravion mode. That was B2. Now for B6. Okay. And the last 2, numbers 1 and 3. And that tray is no more. So let's get these hands put together. I'm going to start with our 2 opened ones. Okay, then our left and right. Right fist. This one. And it appears to be hollow. An open slot. Huh. Oh, wait a minute, I think I get the idea for this one. I'm guessing this hand is the type for wielding the Graviton sword. Since it's more of an opened, closed fist. Huh. Interesting. Okay. Now for the other side. And, well, now all the accessories are done. Trays are cleared out. But it seems that the C and D trays still have a few parts left on them. So I'm going to double back on these and figure out why they're not being used. Well, I'm sure I'll figure it out sooner or later. In any case, instruction booklet is done and dealt with. No more on the stickers. Parts are all used, and that is that. With the accessories now built, the entire Moderoid God Gravion set is completed. So now we have G-Shadow, G-Drillers, G-Striker, and G-Attacker with the Gran Kaiser, the non-transforming torso, 2 Graviton rifles, the Graviton sword, and an assortment of hands that you can swap with, in Gravion mode, of course. Speaking of which, let's not also forget the Gran Kaiser's spare head and the 2 parts of a ultimate Gravion head. All stored up neatly. Speaking of which, just so I don't lose these guys, because I don't want to have to go searching for them. I can say that the model kit is finally done. And I won't have to go looking into that booklet anymore. Yeesh. Making these videos can make a reviewer tired, in some sense. Luckily, I'm going to be taking a break for the next couple of days before reviewing the entire set as a complete whole, where we get to combine them into, of course, Gravion. Now, to say which torso I'm going to be using, I'm going to fool around with it for a bit and see which one works better. Alright, so in any case, I'm going to end here. And this is Black Xana saying, tower deactivated. I'll be back with many more good videos. Please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications if you haven't, as well as subscribing to my Games and Vloggings channel. Links down in the description below. And I will see you all until next time. Bye!